also shows her ability to win across all three disciplines. She's won in mixed, she's won in singles, and obviously having the freight train partner by her side, Anna Leigh Waters, is a big part of that. And today, she's got it ticked off, Anna Leigh Waters, next to her, because AL Dub doesn't like losing. They had dominated here in Arizona, and didn't happen yesterday in mixed. So the 18-year-old sensation is ready to go, and I think a lot of these players have seen this crowd just crawl in around them and live and die on every shot. So yesterday, the play just kept getting better and better and better throughout the day as they felt the energy from the crowd. So big shout out to the Arizona crowd. They've been terrific.
Well, and credit to those two. They were here late last night and got some rest. Back at it early this morning, 11 a.m. Mountain Time. There's a look at Anna Bright, who never seems to sleep because she is always energized and passionate to win in this sport, playing alongside Rachel Rohrabacher, her partner she discovered, so to speak, in the MLP draft a couple of years ago. Rachel Rohrabacher will be our first server at 27 years old. She loves to be in the big moments.
She does. She was in the big moment last night and rose to the occasion. She has to play terrific today for them to win.
Football. Left foot was on it.
Ooh.
Point.
Football called on Waters out of the gate, and that's a rarity.
It is. And Howard Hepworth, hello. Good morning, sir. Yeah, just a little shuffle of the feet there as the ball was traveling to her. All right.
Catherine Parenteau striking early out of the air, and you mentioned it, Dave. She was the X factor in Tucson.
Oh,
lights out.
So good.
Offense is fueling for Catherine Parenteau, also known for her defense as well.
Yeah, so if she's going to be doing that and winning cross court, and Rachel let a dink travel too far, and Anna Bright pays the price.
Anna Bright gobbles up a pop-up chance.
And yesterday we saw Anna Bright play the entire second game last night on the right side of the court, which I found was odd. We'll just call it odd. They didn't win that game. So she's back to the left for the most part, but they don't want to run into a problem when unwinding the stack as we saw there.
Oh, tagging Anna Bright while going around the post for Anna Leigh Waters.
A peg TP right there. My goodness. Gets the amazing get off the tape, and then Anna Bright has a special tattoo to remember her Sunday.
Wow. Catherine Parenteau lighting it up early from the right side of the court. And we talked earlier in this rivalry matchup how Rachel and Catherine are the true X factors, given Anna Bright and Anna Leigh Waters. You really know what you're going to get from them every weekend. And wow, CP is showing up early. Oh, Catherine Parenteau goes down the line, finds the hip of Rohrabacher.
And found the counter from the Anna Bright attack cross court as well. So CP is on it early. That's bad news for Gurley's fans.
Oh, felt good off the paddle of Catherine Parenteau. Would have been the perfect reset to get back to the kitchen. Instead, gets robbed by the net side out for Bright and Rohrabacher. Now on a three-point hole early. Great attack from Rachel Rohrabacher, and when these two have won, she's been offensive.
Absolutely, and has to. Got the ball down there, that's the key. If you just drive it straight ahead, it's going to get progressively worse for you from AL Dub.
And Rohrabacher looking for offense, maybe wasn't at that point in the play. A little impatient.
Cross-court attack, really trying to tie her up, and that was easy for Catherine to get out of the way of there.
Anna Bright hops around the corner, strikes the Ernie through. It's a 1-point game.
And I can hand out tattoos as well, says Anna Bright. Great read there. There's the Rohrabacher shirt, and King Deckel, who's very much involved in this one as the pseudo coach of the girlies.
Nice finishing touch from Parenteau. And yeah, we saw Deckelbar advising these two last year, especially that marquee win they had in Vegas in this matchup, one of those 3 wins they got in a final over Parenteau and Waters. And now they came together this tournament, and now here they are on a championship Sunday.
With the biggest win of the year.
Rohrabacher pulls it down the line and maybe was going out, but Parenteau couldn't get out of the way.
Not maybe. That bad boy was way out. And I think what we're going to be looking for here, Michelle, is how much resetting is being done by Bright and Rohrabacher versus how much countering and attacking. Because if they keep resetting, AL Dub just practices speed ups.
Yes.
So it's going to happen here too. So you have got to be able to counter, and Rachel did so there. That ball is a disaster. I know that Catherine missed that, but that's what they want all day long. So much better volley has to happen for them to win this today. And that's a ball that she has to attack. It's sitting there dead dink and bounced up. So every one of those moments to beat a team that's 150 million and 4,
yes,
you have to take.
Nice finishing touch from it.
But this rivalry has to have wins from the girlies to get everyone's attention, and so far so good for those two.
And putting Catherine Parenteau in jail down the line is Anna Bright again.
Well done. Reset the first one, but Catherine wasn't on the counter of that and just laid it back in and paid the price.
Wow, what a get. Point of the match so far. Anna Bright comes away with it, and that's one way to create chaos, working every single angles on the court.
They have more points right now than they got in the entire final in Tucson, Michelle.
That's definitely significant.
7-4-1.
Looking much sharper this morning as compared to what we saw them a couple of weeks ago in the Tucson final. More points on the line here in Mesa. And the girlies are rolling, 8-4 lead on their side.
And look where Anna Lee was, a mile off the kitchen line. So that is fantastic visual for the girlies, because then they can just swing away with her back there in a defensive posture.
Second serve.
Missed chance for Anna Bright.
She feels it then, man. The deep knee bend and the arch.
8-4-2.
I mean, they're dropping to Catherine to get in, and then they're going to work.
Anna Bright finishing off what Rohrabacher initiated.
So they're throwing that ball at Catherine's feet, and she has given them something to attack. That's such a smart job with the ball, and they're going to keep doing this till Catherine comes up with something different.
Little miscue in the middle. Annalie Waters was hunting Parenteau in her way, and now look at this. Game points for the 2 seed.
And that's what we have, a heat check on Annalie Waters there when she's not seeing the ball as much.
Wow. Anna Bright puts her finishing touch on game 1, 11-4, and a much better outing for the girlies early.
Rivalry is freaking on here. The girlies are girlying here in Mesa. My goodness.
Well, they've got a long ways to go. It's best 3 out of 5, but game 1 on their side. Bright and Rohrabacher need 2 more to polish off Parenteau and Waters.
Asthma. Does it have you missing out on what you love with who you love? Get back to better breathing with Fasenra, an add-on treatment for eosinophilic asthma taken once every 8 weeks. Fasenra is not for sudden breathing problems. Serious allergic reactions may occur. Get help for swelling of your face, mouth, tongue, or trouble breathing. Don't stop your asthma treatments without talking with your doctor. Tell your doctor if your asthma worsens or you have a parasitic infection. Headache and sore throat may occur. Ask your doctor if Fasenra is right for you.
The most dominant team in women's doubles in professional pickleball is in a bit of some trouble here on Championship Sunday, and they spoke late last night on how they've been approaching the strategic matchup with Bright and Rohrabacher.
Yeah, I mean, I've been working really hard off court and on court. Honestly, I have Athena just slam balls at me like for like hours.
Because I pop them up and then she gets slammed.
No, I pop my own balls up. No, I've just been trying to see, study a little bit our game plan and everything, study what was going on and during those matchups. They're obviously a really good team, so yeah, I've just been studying, seeing what they're doing to really make me kind of come up with unforced errors or forced errors, and then I try to come up with a better game plan or try to really focus on getting better in general.
You've also started getting more aggressive, I feel like.
True.
Like she's like incorporating speed ups now. I feel like some of her putaways, like she's being tricky with them and like finding spots. So.
You're encouraging me. So.
No, but even though like you figured out like how to like react to their attacks, I feel like you're also creating a lot of attacks.
There you have it. Well, Catherine Parenteau knew she would be the target in this matchup because obviously it's not going to be the lady next to her, Anna Waters, and that's a healthy approach, though down a game. We'll see how they respond here in game 2. Out of the gate, Rohrabacher hands them a point in game 2.
I love the adjustment by the girlies. Drop the ball. Don't let her make a good first volley, and they're getting stuff in the midcourt that they can speed up.
And pop-up created there. Anna Bright has her fingerprints all over that one.
It's the drop there, though, Michelle, that's so good to set that up just on the line. What is, something's being challenged here? The put away seemed wildly in to me.
Howard Hepworth, our lead referee, early withdrew to Hennis, so.
The drop was closer for me than the put away.
Referee timeout. We have a challenge of the in ruling. Result of the rally is
they ruled it in. Boy, that is actually, that
the
might
best
be
way to
wide
handle
there
it.
too.
Yeah, I know.
I think she missed it.
I really appreciate this handling of the challenge situation as we revisit those rules. You get 1 free challenge per game, and I like that Waters and Parenteau erred on the side of in. We've seen this controversy unfold all tournament long. We won't get into the specifics there quite yet, but err on the side of in. Use one of your own challenges. If you're not sure, the ball is in, and you can challenge it. If they lose this challenge, they're out of free challenges, and this might end up being in their favor.
I mean, this is so close. We've seen some of these go either way this week, quite frankly. Yeah, don't err on the side of better for me, which is what we've seen a few times. And
I think it's out, Dave. You're right.
Yeah, I think it's wide.
I think you're right.
I thought she made it. Our angle's on the other side, and she hit it so hard and just missed it.
Yeah. Reactionary-wise, Anna Bright was like, yep, got it, let's go. And to be fair, it was very, very close, but that's the beauty of the video challenge system.
So in the essence, by what you explained, no one loses a challenge here if indeed this ball is ruled out. And that's the way it should be.
Yes, exactly.
Ultimately, we want the call to be right.
Right. But they're not penalized for doing it in this situation.
After review, the result of the rally is overturned. The ball was out. One free challenge remaining. One free challenge remaining. Resume play at 2-0-2.
Handled with good sportsmanship.
Perfect.
And that's the right way to use the rules.
2-0-2.
Challenges are no longer associated with timeouts as well. One thing to clarify.
Side out.
Again, Anna Leigh and Catherine have that reverse beep, beep. That's what the girlies want to see.
Wow, what a setup and a sequence for Rohrabacher. Cross-court attack down the line, utilizing that pace towards Anna Leigh.
And on the drop, we saw Anna Leigh jump in front of Catherine and take it out of the air, so she won't be able to do it here as the returner. But they got candy again there. I'd like to see Anna Bright just come kill that and get Rachel out of the way there.
1-2-2.
Buried it, and we'll break off the tape, but Bright and Rohrabacher rolling again to tie it early in game 2.
Yeah, that's a smart shot because Anna Bright knows Anna Leigh is going to take a step to the middle to try and protect there. Great finishing choice.
Got away with one, they'll take it. 1 point swing now to Bright and Rohrabacher. Another look.
3-2-2.
And they held the pose on the out calls there.
Nice. Anna Leigh Waters responds accordingly, finds the open pocket.
So here's the deal. I see your moves. You got me in game 1. Anna Leigh's jumping in when she's not the returner to help with that ball. But this idea that you have to drive everything to get offense when you're serving is not true, as we're seeing from the girlies today.
Point.
Rohrabacher giving it right back, and Bright and Rohrabacher won some of the slams last year. Majority of them, I believe, over Parenteau and Waters. A lot of it was them initiating the offense. You can't let Parenteau and Waters bring the pace to you or you're going to get beat. They figured that out, but so far switching out of their direction here in game 2.
That's another brilliant combination. You've got to have your paddle out in front. People learning the two-handed backhand follow through all the way across their body, and then you're not ready. Rachel was more than ready.
2-point run for Parenteau and Waters ends there. Bright and Rohrabacher back to serve.
Left foot.
My goodness, second foot fault called for Anna Leigh Waters in this match.
And she looks up at the video board, which is on a slight delay, to see, was I really in? She's challenging it. Okay.
Referee timeout. We have a challenge.
So this is all because of the strategy on the other side to drop it in front of Catherine. So Anna Leigh is very extended in trying to get that out of the air to stop this pattern. And she might have been in the kitchen for the second time. Wow.
And it's rare that you see a challenge of the referee's call of the kitchen. For those new audience members who are maybe newer to the sport, you cannot take the ball out of the air while stepping on the white line that divides that 7-foot area nearest to the net on both sides. And it's rare. I don't think I've seen Anna Leigh Waters called for a foot fault in, I don't know. I can't remember the last time.
Very often. And it's surprising because of how much she poaches. Because then you're running parallel and you can lose track of that.
But the referees, this is the one thing they're looking for is...
Yep, and there it is on the slide now.
If she were to reestablish this foot behind the line somehow before contact.
I mean, she's on the line for me when the ball's hitting the paddle there. So I do not think that's in the air, and that's going to be called. And did I see Anna Bright's a pepper today? She's throwing back a Dr. Pepper on the bench?
Yes, she was.
All right.
After review, the referee fault call stands. Loss of a free challenge. You have no free challenge remaining. One free challenge remaining. Resume play, serving 4-4-1.
Howard Hepworth is on it, and that's why you don't see players often challenge the foot faults, because that is the sole focus for the referee crew. One of the main things they're looking out for are if your feet are clean behind that kitchen line while you're taking the ball out of the air. Right back to serve now. Tie game situation.
Point.
Oof. Untimely error.
It's... Catherine knows every drop is... It doesn't matter where it's returned. The drop is coming to her. I bet they'll sneak one behind Anna Leigh at some point if she's real aggressive with her positioning.
Second serve.
That's one way to defend it for Parenteau, to keep Rohrabacher back to the corner deep.
5-4-2.
Yeah, the other way to defend it is with a return of that quality. So, oh, there's the one behind Anna Leigh and just missed it. Anna Leigh was in deep trouble.
Anna Bright had that idea in her mind as soon as that ball was served. Side out for Parenteau and Waters.
Second serve.
Miss out of the air for Waters.
Yeah, just a little heat check here.
4-5-2.
Uneasy. Glanced over at mom after the miss.
Nice. Rohrabacher. She has such an ability to generate power at the last second.
And inside out there too. Catherine usually defends so well, but did not expect that ball there at all.
Through the middle it goes. Rohrabacher working the offense on her side. 2-point lead.
So the brain trust of Athena and Leigh better come up with something to solve this pattern, because Catherine is short hopping these balls coming in and they are teeing off.
Wow, what a sequence from Anna Leigh Waters. Great setup from CP2.
And there is the brain trust. And you can see, even if it's a seventh, Michelle, they're going to drop it over there. There's the one to keep Anna Leigh honest.
Credit to Georgia Johnson and Vivian Glasman taking bronze today.
Okay.
11-1, 11-5 over Lacey Schneeman and Megan Dazan.
So they had a great tournament.
Yeah, they did. Almost made it to the final against the girlies. It would have replaced them in this position.
Up 9-7 in the third, and then dropped the last 4 points yesterday. Only flaw in the girlies so far, these first volleys here, giving away 3 or 4 free points.
Ooh. defense to offense. Annalie Waters comes up to the kitchen after they were in a hole in that sequence.
I mean, this is why we love women's doubles right here, because it changes in an instant. And Catherine and Annalie withstood a barrage, and then they got to deliver the final blow.
It's wide. Parenteau had the winning touch.
And this match will be dictated by who's resetting and backing up versus who is taking the attack to the other squad all day long. Again in the middle. This is 4 times.
Yeah. So teach us, whose ball is that? Geometry contest.
I'll answer that after this rally happily. If the player who is not returning is in good position, they just need to step over and take that, and the other player needs to seed that. If it's up and it's a forehand, go get it. But otherwise, this can't happen, and you can communicate that in the moment. They're good enough.
Oh, right on the line, inside out of the air. Catherine Parenteau's favorite shot.
Yeah, she's been terrific with that. You don't need to hit the ball hard to have offense. That was pretty.
And Waters and Parenteau hold Bright and Rohrabacher at 6. That is a crucial potential turning point. Mark that one in.
Anna Bright's used to letting the ball go through her legs, and her partners are back there to get it back. What happened there? Oh, they might challenge us. This is close.
They do have their free challenge available. Yeah. It's a
referee timeout.
Not right time in the match should do it. Trailing by 2, you need a break anyways on the first server.
Proceed to video review.
A couple of these errors.
Oh, wow. Annalie Waters rifles one cross court on Anna Bright, who gets tagged and is not thrilled.
I mean, you can't imagine. Look where this came from. She's not at the kitchen line. She's not even close to it. And Anna Bright ran into it, too. Tattoo parlor galore here.
Oh, there's the training in full effect. Catherine Parenteau saying she was working with Athena, just ripping balls at her from every angle of the court to play defense on that side. There she.
That's the only way to practice it.
Got to apply it there. Didn't work out in their favor. That time it did. 10-6, game point, Parenteau and Waters.
Timeout receiver, 10-6-2.
Timeout called for Rohrabacher and Bright. They've had enough
of this game where she went down the line. That one she kept in the court.
Whoa, lofty drop, and it worked out for Rohrabacher.
So that's Annalie trying to help. I'm sure that was talked about from Athena and Lee. AL, get in there where you can to stop this a little bit.
Oh no, a miscommunication in the middle. You warned us about this, and Anna Bright's one of the best communicators in the game. What's happening?
They got to get this squared away, because they got a good ball to continue this comeback. And you see up on the flamingo, but not on balance, where they kind of switched to the side a little bit and then tried to go across her ball.
Hole here against Connor Garnett. Yes. What's going on?
Well, Fed made all 3 semifinals, had a disaster of a single semifinal, then did not win again. So to his credit, he said, I'm going for a triple brown today. That is a good line. So trying to get 3 bronzes today is Fed after a very difficult day in the office.
Yes, it was, but credit to the fields, and Catherine Parenteau and Federico Staksrud played really well together in mix. Unfortunately for them, they ran into Ben and Anna Lee, who got knocked out by the lady across the way in women's doubles, Anna Bright and Deco Barr. That mixed doubles match coming later today. But for now, it's all Anna Bright and Rohrabacher looking to tie things up. Wow, there it is. Rohrabacher finds the offense on the fourth touch.
We're just going cross court, swing as hard as you can and see who's going to win it. It's fantastic.
Reset, 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 bombs away. What a play. Anna Lee Waters knew it was wide open and she got it.
And just unnecessary for Anna Bright there. I mean, I know she read the shot, but unless that gets down, Anna Lee Waters has way too much court, and at that moment, when you have the momentum, can happen.
Game point number 2 for Waters and Parenteau. Ooh, it's deep, heavy on the third. Parenteau going for pace.
And I would be stunned if Catherine doesn't get this return. It depends on the quality of the serve from AL Dub.
Game point number 3. Rohrabacher misses a sitter, and this one ends in favor of the world number 1, Catherine.
Important for Anna and Rachel to get off to a good start to maintain that confidence.
Feels like a must-win here for Bright and Rohrabacher to win the match, even though it's best 3 out of 5, just from that confidence standpoint. Nice spot for Catherine Parenteau.
I mean, it's an okay spot, but what are you doing, Anna Bright? Now, don't try and do too much. Rachel's got a backhand. Yeah, it's not going to be a winner, but we saw AL Dub try to be a little too much as well. Trust.
Nice. That's one way to get out of a paddle from Anna Bright.
Not a scorpion, but got the ball down with her paddle position, so that was fantastic from Anna Bright there.
And offensive on the forehand side, out of the air, off the tape. Anna Bright embraces it.
And Anna Lee Waters probably took a ball she should not have there.
ATP could not be defended by Anna Bright. What a play from Parenteau.
You can use someone's unbelievable spin against them, and that's exactly what just happened there as Rohrabacher got all of the outside of the ball, but it went way wide. And Catherine is a player that needs confidence in shots like that, so that's going to really help her here in game 3.
Yeah, you talked about the mindset required in this matchup. You heard Anna Bright and Rachel Rohrabacher talk about it. Lee Waters told us ahead of the match. It's the same on the other side. When they're sharp mentally and working in union, they're unstoppable. But when that is faltered, it's Bright and Rohrabacher who will take advantage.
Like even here, watch where Anna Lee goes to try and defend the ball. Catherine's the best firefighter we have. You don't need 2 hoses on that part of it. Go to the other side and stay your ground. So the Annas, Anna Lee, and Anna Bright need to just chill a little bit here.
ATP is short for Rachel Rohrabacher, trying to repay the favor.
So you got to hit the outside of the ball and hook it around when you're running away from the ATP there, unable to do that with the swing path.
Point.
Rachel gives the high-pitched, yeah. Annalise said, I think was correct, though, here.
1-2-1.
Wow. Oh, boy. Anna Bright throws her hands in the air like, come on, man. There's a look at it. Ooh.
They might have wanted. There was a missed challenge right there. That ball's in. That ball is way in.
Uh-huh.
I mean, it's not way in, but it's in.
Mostly in.
It's in enough.
Second serve.
And in this match,
yeah, that's a
the margins are razor thin today.
That could be a difference in the game or match when you really calculate the points.
Point.
Catherine Parenteau bringing the fire, and then you point back to that exact sequence, Dave. Had that ball gone their way, this is a different situation.
Yeah, they're not scoring. You're serving.
3-2-2.
That's deep.
AL has absolutely been working on that serve, stepping into it.
2-3-1.
It's probably 50 to 60% happy Gilmore, but still doing it.
Second serve.
Tough one off the tape, because when you're so dialed in and they have their paddles in the exact spot, just changing it even slightly causes a pop-up.
2-3-2.
What a play. Anna Bright spots the vulnerability through the middle first, finishes it off second.
Move her out of the way with an aggressive dink and then fire it where she was. Look at that. Just so smart.
Point.
There it is. Cannon from Rachel Rohrabacher cross court.
Yeah, Catherine went down to one knee to try to defend that, but that had no chance.
4-3-2.
An angle that cannot be reached. Side out.
So the quality of those third shot drops, they have to hit the ground for this strategy to work. For the most part, they have. That one did not.
Foot fault. Right foot was in.
Oh my, third foot fault called on Anna Leigh Waters.
It's the most in a match I've ever called, and I've called just under 11,000 of her matches. Why? Man.
Trying to do too much, perhaps.
Yeah.
And that's where Waters has gotten into trouble, as you talked about. Overtaking balls that she needs to trust Catherine to take. That's where that mental connective nature between those two can sometimes be vulnerable of trust.
Tremendous return there, forced a higher third shot drop, so we'll see if they continue to really wreck their returns. And you see what happens when they don't. Second failed Ernie from Anna Bright. She sees it, but I think she lets that bounce do something great with a backhand, and then she's in good shape. The read is fine, but the execution is, well, let's just say not good.
Second serve.
And they have not let Anna Leigh Waters loose on a whole bunch of shake and bakes and coaches, and that's really smart as well. A lot of returns to Catherine like there.
So Anna Leigh Waters said it, their strategy is basically the same. It's just who can execute it better. And that's a great point by you, because if you take away the ultimate strength of Waters, what fuels her tenacity, then perhaps that side is in trouble. And a follow-up miss by Parenteau.
And I love that the girlies have taken the ego out of third shots here. We don't need to show that we need to drive everything unless they get a wildly short return. Just keep throwing it on the ground where they have been. What a read on the angle.
Oh, and it counts for a point. 6-3, Bright and Rohrabacher.
Anna Bright, I'd love to see the replay of that whole rally.
Yeah.
She took off to the video board like she had to save the line calling camera's life, like her life depended on it. That was awesome.
Wow, a 3-point lead now for Bright and Rohrabacher. World-class read, world-class defense from Bright and Rohrabacher. More to come from Game 3 next.
Look at this. Sixth place is 9.
6-3-1.
I mean, come on. That's how good these two are.
What a play. Annalie Waters gets Rohrabacher back on her heels, and it's effective.
Yeah, that's a tough one to lose after they call timeout because they, again, got in perfect position hitting the ball down. But Catherine and Annalie were able to play defense and get back to the kitchen themselves. That's off balance and has no chance.
Stuck on 6 for now. Parenteau and Waters recover the serve for 2 tries on their side to gain points. Anna Bright pounces on a pop-up in the middle, earns the chance there too.
Just a great read, and you saw Catherine doesn't usually have a fluttering paddle position like it did there, but she was handcuffed.
Oh, off the tape, and unfortunate bounce for Waters. They'll give the ball right back, stuck at 3.
A lot of time you love that for the ATP, but that thing took a right turn. That's like one of those drivers that, will you turn your signal off, please? I mean, they said they practice it, but when it is real and Rohrabacher is full send and torque, that's tough to deal with. And they are going to now do this, which I was waiting to see if they'd put Catherine on the other side. So we'll see how long this lasts because you've been dialed in. Drops cross court, drops to the right side. Now let's see if they keep Catherine on the left and they find that. So you have to adjust. This is chess. Rook to knight 4. I don't even know if that's a thing.
Side out.
And settle for 1 point. Bright and Rohrabacher.
So this is the only other solution, which is positioning.
And Rohrabacher steps into the forehand volley, throws it at the right hip of Annalie Waters on the right.
Yeah, 3. 3-7-2. Side out.
Call is wide.
Spin and pace from Rohrabacher. So then the decision is, well, is Catherine a better player on the right or the left versus the pattern? That's what they're having to solve right now.
What do you think about that after this point?
Wow. I think Catherine is a better player on the right, but this pattern is not working for them, so you have to at least try it and see it. This is what best 3 out of 5 lets you do. But Annalie, you think she was antsy before. Look out now. and it's harder for her with reach to get in there. So yeah, they're gonna get out of it. They are out of sorts. They don't have a timeout. There's no way to trick up a timeout on a missed return and say, ooh, challenge, what? This is so smart from the girlies with this strategy.
Yeah, you see it soft, and then attack. Why is getting the ball on the ground on the third an effective strategy?
You have
for
more
Brighton
time
Rohrabacher
to get forward, and you're not getting that ball hammered back at you with a good first volley. It's having to be hit up in the air, and then they clobber it. It's awesome.
Game point, Brighton Rohrabacher. Waters on full attack. Might want to keep the ball away from her.
I mean, Anna Bright hit that as hard as she can, and it came back twice as fast. That was awesome counter right there.
Game point number 2. Heavy serve from Rohrabacher.
Wow.
Eased up a bit.
Yes.
To get the ball back.
I think that might have hit just a fraction of the net, but Rohrabacher has been full torque swinging all day and had a sitter that she just sort of rolled through the middle like it was a wide open shot.
Well, you think back to game 2, she hammered it well deep, maybe just a half second of that, be a little more cautious to keep the ball in to finish. And
safe is dead in this match.
Yep.
You got to go.
Anna Bright steps in. Ball is high, and she is on it.
4-10-2.
That's wide. A couple of misses now for Rohrabacher. Is she lingering on that sitter, perhaps?
5-10-2.
She's pretty tough mentally, comparatively, but you never know.
Yeah, she is. She's one of the few players, like a lot of people, like Annalie Waters thrives in those moments, but Rohrabacher's like, please, I beg you.
Give me the ball.
I beg you to put me in.
Yeah.
Game point, match's on the line. I want it on my shoulders. There it is. Rachel Rohrabacher with no hesitation to close out game 3. 11-5, the finish.
Cleaned up the unforced errors, stayed in the strategy, made the top team in the world, changed the...
In your mind defines a good warm-up, by the way, for our rec players out there.
I just want to see you connected, disciplined, not cussing at yourself the whole time, which is what Anna Bright was doing that day.
Rohrabacher with the attack. Great discipline on their side. Their decision-making is on point. They're measured with their defensive resets and then attacking.
All of it is choices. Life is full of choices, Michelle.
Sure is.
Pickleball is packed with choices, and they're making a lot of good ones.
I like this Mr. Rogers form of pickleball.
And they've been so solid on the thirds and the fifths. That's stunning that they didn't get into their pattern right there. That's how good they've been with just the basics. And you got to do the basics perfectly to beat this team.
Point.
So if Anna Lee jumps in and takes a ball Catherine's not used to, she gives up court positioning, Michelle. And then if the next ball comes to Catherine, she gets surprised like she did there.
What an attack down the line to keep Anna Lee honest. She was going to the backhand in the middle.
Because Anna Lee's like, I got to fill full. Uh-oh, it's on the other side of my body.
Side out.
I mean, earned a candy bar. And we're talking full-size bar there, but she ripped it into the tape. Way out there.
Ooh.
Second
Well, we
serve.
weren't expecting that ball to come back. Parenteau looked a little surprised, as did Waters.
Well, as did I, because that ball was going to
Yeah.
hit the video board. So I was like, I think Catherine was like, all right, she missed it. And then, oh, wow, they played it.
Anna Bright's usually pretty good about those, too. Ooh, just wide. You get the idea from Rohrabacher again to keep Annalie honest. Just a bit wide, though. When your targets are smaller, it creates higher risk shot. Ooh, lob attempt to get Parenteau and Waters off the kitchen. It typically works just a bit deep for Bright.
And you saw a big, deep exhale from Anna Bright and a, like, settle down.
2-2-2.
Because when there is a pattern that's working, there's no need to trick it up. And a lot of teams do that and lose.
Point.
And Catherine's played fine. She knew from the interview she would be under siege. She practiced being under
3-2-2.
siege. She is going to be just fine here.
Well, she's always the target, so to speak, in this partnership because of who she's playing with, but she feels it more, it seems, with Bright and Rohrabacher, because they make her feel a little bit more comfortable with what they throw at her.
Yeah, because they're the most talented team they play that have all sorts of tricks. Now the ball is lodged under there. But like game 2, errors from the girlies helping the cause on the other side here.
And all they need is the door to be cracked open.
Slight crack.
Point.
And only a matter of time before it becomes full breaking and entering, and Waters and Parenteau have turned the tides in game 4.
I love that we take it everywhere, and the players' level rises because they feed off the energy of these great fans.
Almost every player in their post-match interviews have talked about the environment. It makes a difference, and they can elevate your game through osmosis. You just watch
100%.
them, and then you figure out their decision-making midway through a sequence. You apply it to your rec game, and off you go. You'll be on the Carvana Tour soon enough.
That's how it works. This is wild because Anna Bright and Rachel served, and they're the ones at the kitchen line.
How did they do it?
It's because the drop to Catherine and work their way in and then clobber away keeps working.
3-5-1.
Now they're going to keep Catherine on the left.
Wow.
Oh, just let up on that. Don't pay the price, though. Like, that's a ball that you have to find an angle. Exactly. Get the protractor out, Anna Bright. I think she's like, okay, I kind of got away with something there. But again, backing up instantly here because they can't handle the fifth. It's really surprising that Catherine can't find a way to take that ball out of the air or do more with it.
That one choked up on it on the bounce. Anna Bright did. Parenteau and Waters opted to switch that time. The target again was that third shot drop to Parenteau on the right. We'll see what Bright and Rohrabacher target here on this third.
And it's smart to move just so the target changes. So when they look up, they got to figure out where did she go.
Oh my, that's so good from Parenteau. Unexpected off the court. Rohrabacher couldn't even track it down.
Because that's one of those where if her positioning was better, you give an ATP, but not when she's taking a jab step to the middle. Phenomenal from Catherine.
Nice D. ATP sequence to counter. Anna Bright gobbles it up.
So there, Rachel made the adjustment and was able to find the ATP on a similar ball with heavy side spin. And that's hard to do from that deep in the court.
Ooh, thought that line was going deep, perhaps, and instead, Emily Waters gets a pop-up and launches it.
Yeah, so Catherine chose a very aggressive lob on a dead dink, which is an offensive shot, so I like it. And then, man, 3 footfall calls and a miss, just bunny there by Annalee Waters.
Second serve.
Again, if that first ball's taken out of the air,
4-5-2.
changes everything.
Oh, deep for Parenteau.
She tried her favorite shot, but did not hit it well. And that early momentum for AL and CP is gone.
5-5-2.
3 straight for Brighton Rohrabacher on this service possession. Wow, and a missed dink is what you would least expect. Side out, Parenteau and Waters.
It's because we don't get many of them in this match, to our sheer joy. There's a great shot. Catherine signed there. She's going to need a lot more of them to force a game 5.
Second serve.
So Catherine looked over at the bench and gave the little diving in the water, meaning drop it, because Rohrabacher destroyed that.
Whoa, Anna Bright comes into the play. No points for Parenteau and Waters.
And Anna Bright knows her pattern so much.
Yeah.
Speed it up down the line and then slide over and find a forehand. A lot of people will speed it up down the line to set up a backhand, but she gets out of there because she knows exactly where that ball is going to go from her opponent, and Catherine paid the price.
Anna Bright has one of the highest IQs in general and pickleball IQs in the sport. She is so calculated and smart in real time, can make adjustments and assessments.
Whoever hatched this little plan, it's not done yet, but it's working.
Point.
And another unexpected miss. So now the gifts and the trips to the freebie factory are coming from the ladies in purple.
I think if this were to end in favor of Brighton Rohrabacher, it needs to end in 4. Otherwise, 5th game, I think, will result in a win for the top team on the other side. Based on historical context.
Yeah. And again, Anna Bright doesn't need to take that ball unless she is doing something fully offensive with that. And she immediately said, my bad. And there's really no one else out there. It wasn't Rachel's bad.
5-6-1.
Agreed.
Down the line attack creates the opportunity to steal it cross court from Rohrabacher.
And this is the new defense, which is if you're back and push back, it used to be try and drop it, try and drop it. Hit your way through that and then get a better ball to drop. So terrific from Rohrabacher and Bright.
That's deep 2.
Side out.
Off balance, reaching Annalee Waters. I mean, the girlies have all the momentum and the ball. This is where you can win matches just by getting 2 right here.
But if you don't, then this is where game 4 works against you
100%.
On their side. And this third won't help you understand the target for Bright. Trying to drop it again inside the kitchen. 2 empty service possessions, 2 for Parenteau and Waters. They can get the side out here. A tough bounce, probably the worst thing that could have happened for Waters and Parenteau, who felt like they were maybe starting to find something there.
Because if that hits and stays on that side, then Bright is ticked off because that would have been 2 routine thirds missed back-to-back. That's the margins here, Michelle.
So, again, priority here for Bright and Rohrabacher. You want to win this match, in my opinion, it's got to be in 4. It's got to be here. Call was out.
So Annalie and Catherine think that ball was in. Anna Bright calls it out. We have a challenge. The ball flight. So that means Anna Bright and Rachel lose a free challenge because your call got overturned too. What in the world?
Point.
Annalie Waters with like a push drop. That is a rare sighting, but it worked.
6-7-1.
Wow, Parenteau covered the middle so well defensively, and it set Annalie Waters free on offense.
This is where you got to be careful because this team is known to score in bunches and in seconds, not minutes.
7-7-1.
Wow. There's the dynamic play from Parenteau and Waters, switching left to right, but caused to miss.
Our first view of an AL dub poach in forever.
Nice play, Rohrabacher, full awareness.
If you're engaged, you know what the expectation is off of your opponent's paddle. Push Anna Bright out of the way and go hit that down. Great job, Rohrabacher.
7-7-1.
She lost it.
Wow, she tried to hit a tennis overhead in the middle of that too, trying to push it. I mean, you're never going to get the bounce. And then took her eye off the ball completely. Looking to where they were going to defend. Man, that's 3 routine misses for AL dub in this game.
Finally looking human. Ooh, Anna Bright getting greedy in the middle. And whose ball would you say that is? Would Rohrabacher have a better play on that, or just?
I have no problem with Anna Bright. It's just the commitment was a tad late there.
Drop volley, dangerous.
Oh, no way.
Side out.
Call was out, worth a challenge.
Challenge of the out call.
But remember,
it'll be a technical warning if she didn't get it.
Bright and Rohrabacher applies to everyone.
And that applied to behavior outside of the challenge system.
And some choice words. Oh, late out call from Bright.
That's in. Oh, and Annalise scared to hit an overhead.
Whoa, unbelievable. Under siege, and somehow Bright and Rohrabacher get out of it.
And that swing and a miss or a tip from before is in Annalise's head. That is a ball you have to hit an overhead on, and she just babied it back, but just remarkable defense.
Attack off the bounce was read by Anna Bright. She knows that Waters does that often. And usually it works even if people know it's coming, but that time Bright was on it, side out. Ooh, had the opening, and Waters is pressing. You can feel the energy on her side, and this is the chance for Brighton Rohrabacher to take advantage of that. Got to get a point here if you're Brighton Rohrabacher.
You can't kick a field goal, just get one.
Parenteau is on it.
I mean, Rohrabacher is putting on a show today, and then Anna Bright went for a little too much, and this crowd is in it. Let's go, Pickleball.
Seven, 8-1.
Oh, man, and Rohrabacher sends it into the net after elite defense, and Parenteau and Waters tie it. They have all the momentum now.
8-8-1.
Nervous-looking Stephen Waters.
Mom seemed pretty cool over there.
Annalie Waters takes over the rally, 9-8. Still on their first server, 87 minutes of grinding. Too much from Anna Bright, who's now pressing on her side. We've seen a couple of choices there to try and overwork the world #1, and now it's game point for Waters and Parenteau.
10-8-1.
That's the way to do it for Anna Bright. Had a couple of overheads to Annalie Waters and then decided that power wasn't going to trump the angle. Second try. Game point #2 for Waters and Parenteau. Oh my. Oh, missed overhead at game point. Bright and Rohrabacher survive.
I mean, this is the best crowd in pickleball history right now.
100%.
They are so dialed into this with their volume, and the overhead is in Annalie's head now.
So do you lob her if you're on the other
100%.
side?
100%.
Keep an eye on that.
I mean, not if you're in a 50-50 situation, throw it up.
Rohrabacher back to serve. First of 2 service tries to tie it up. Wow, and Parenteau remains steady on the right when Waters needs it the most. Second try.
And that was one Rachel chose not to just fire straight ahead, and she doesn't get as much on it, and Catherine was ready. Clutch from Parenteau.
Oh, creates the pop-up finishing touch. No points to show for it. Stuck on 8. Game point #3 for Waters and Parenteau, looking to extend this to a 5th game to decide who takes home the title in Mesa. Wow.
Second serve.
Off the tape, unlucky bounce for Parenteau.
Game point.
And game point number 4 with it. Waters back to serve now.
10-8-2.
Oh, wow. Ooh, there it goes. Parenteau and Waters win the 4th, 11-8. Every fan on their feet and on the edge of their seat for this one. To a 5th deciding game we go.
I mean, that seems wildly appropriate for Al.
Or can they find it and not surrender it in game 5? That's the question for Anna Bright and Rachel Rohrabacher, who were in this position in Vegas last season. Lost the match in 5 to the world number 1. Oh my, captured Parenteau. Oh, Waters goes for broke.
And she didn't need to, because Catherine, again, best firefighter. If there's trouble, she puts it out. And then not a great ball after that. And Annalise like, ooh, I can play offense here, but got a little too excited.
So Brighton Rohrabacher will take the opening point of the 5th game and surrender the serve back to Parenteau and Waters.
Yeah, Rachel off balance on that one.
0-1-1. Point.
Great opening point for Parenteau and Waters to even it out at 1 apiece early in game 5. Right for Rohrabacher.
And guess what? You guys have been dropping and creating offense. We're going to do the same. First 2, they have done exactly that. Interesting. Much better overhead.
That's cheap, and that's a breed of confidence for Annalie Waters, who struggled with the overheads in game 4.
Hit 2 in a row there with some authority. And this is where the score line matters, because there's a midpoint. We'll switch ends at 6, and you do not want to have a massive deficit you got to dig out of.
Point.
And that's dangerous for Brighton Rohrabacher.
And can't do a one-handed backhand poke through the middle when A.L. Dove is waiting for it. So, again, choices in the moment are who will win and lose here. A great start, obviously, for A.L. and CP.
These two teams battled for 2 hours in Vegas in October of 2024 in a 5th game thriller. We're approaching the 2-hour mark, just past an hour and a half. And this is not looking good for Rohrabacher and Bright, who seemingly lost their mojo. To conclude our semifinal coverage, Lee said that Annalie heard somebody in the crowd say Annalie Waters doesn't lose twice in one day after dropping that mixed doubles semi with Ben, and that fueled her.
Wow.
Man, you saw a glimpse of hope, but Parenteau stealing any thought of that.
I mean, Catherine Parenteau's effort and level in this match, it continues to be on the rise. Rohrabacher sent everything she had, and this is getting out of hand. and a classic is having a very one-sided ending potentially. Try it out.
8-1-1.
Oh,
Lab.
okay.
8-1-1.
And Catherine Parenteau has found her magic on the right.
If you are going to be the targeted one, you get to hit the ball a lot, and she's doing it down the stretch.
And now comes a flying Annalie Waters on the backhand side. She is hungry for a title. Match point.
10-1-1.
Championship point for the world's #1. Oh, just short. Would have been a walk-off ATP winner.
Wow.
10-1-2. Point game.
Championship secured. Annalie Waters and Catherine Parenteau claim their 29th title together as a team and defend their title in the desert.
And they had to fight, scratch, and claw. Game 4 was the one that the girlies will look back on as saying we had it, but they didn't. Catherine's level rose to her infinite credit, and when you're #1 and everyone's gunning for you, you will take their best shot, and they took it, and they won it.
And they wanted it there in the 5th. A warm embrace from Lee Waters and Athena Trio at the end of that one. A well-earned title, and they fought every minute for 99 minutes to be exact. Catherine Parenteau and Annalie Waters will be crowned champions when we return. Hannah Johns with us.
Well, ladies, another installment in an epic rivalry between you and this team. Obviously not the result that you wanted, but what are you feeling right now after today and a very incredible match fought out there?
Yeah, I mean, it was a great match. Major congratulations to them. There was a lot of back and forth. We definitely had our chances. They stayed us off, and then they got really hot in game 5. And it's just a really fun match every time. And yeah, congratulations to them. Thank you to the crowd. It was a really fun battle out here. I wish the result had been different, but that's how it goes.
Well, you guys played phenomenal throughout. Obviously, some strategic changes being made. You've played this team so many times. Can you walk me through some of the game plan going into this one?
Yeah, I think like it goes back and forth. When we win, they adjust, and then it takes a match for us to come back and adjust, and we strategize. But it'll just keep hopefully going back and forth, and we can figure it out.
Ladies, congratulations on an epic performance out there today. And with that, we're going to welcome our winners over here. Ladies, what can I say? This was a match of epic proportions out there. Everyone here certainly enjoyed it. Walk me through what you're feeling right now after finishing that one off.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, there were a couple games where I felt like Catherine and I played quite bad, and then there were games where we played amazing, so this match was definitely very up and down. I really felt like I used the crowd in game 4 to kind of push us up in that game, so thank you to you guys for giving me that energy when I needed it most. But Rachel and Anna are very tough competitors. You know they're never going to give up. Their defense was insane in this match. I felt like I couldn't put the ball away. And you know they're never going to give up too, so I feel like it's 2 teams who just fight till the end, and that's why I feel like our matches are so close. So props to them for never giving up and always pushing it till the end.
Catherine, you're an absolute grinder out there. You just pulled off 50 titles just a few weeks ago. That's an amazing record, and here you are again to add one more title to the arsenal alongside Miss Annalie. What are you feeling right now? How proud are you of how far you've come here?
I feel really, really proud for sure. I mean, I wouldn't be able to do it without AL and our team. I mean, I felt like, I don't know, like my favorite shot was just not working game 1 through game 4, and Annalie's like, just keep hitting it, you know, you got it, and she was trusting me so much, and that really helped me. I mean, her energy is contagious, so a big thank you to AL for really, I mean, carrying me in the first 4 games, and then I tried to help her out in the last one. But thank you to the crowd. It's been an incredible week.
Like you said, this is not a solo competition out there. You've got your teammate beside you, and our analysts in the booth did say at some points Anna Leigh and Anna Bright need to trust their partners a little bit more. How do you balance that on the court and make sure that you're staying strong beside the person beside you?
Yeah, it's not necessarily that I'm trying to take Catherine's ball. It's just I want every ball. So I'm like, can I get to that? Probably shouldn't have. But yeah, I think I had more foot faults in this match than I've ever had like in my career. So I'm going to definitely have to look at that and see what was going on. But in the end, it's just like trusting Catherine. I feel like in the matchups before where we've lost, I've tried to take too much court, and just trusting her because she's going to hit some amazing shots. Maybe she'll hit a bad one every now and then, but in the end, I really feel like she's going to come out on top. And today, I was just trusting her. I knew she had it in the bag, and in the end, she played insane. So good job, Catherine, for fighting till the end and playing amazing in the end.
What an incredible partnership the two of you have made over the years, and it's trophy time now for the two of you. We're going to invite Blake Williams from Carvana on court now to present.
Thank you guys for coming out today. What a great match to kick off Championship Sunday. On behalf of Carvana and the PPA Tour, I'd like to present this trophy to Anna Leigh Waters and Catherine Parenteau. Congratulations.
Congratulations, ladies.
Consider the rivalry reignited. Hannah, thank you so much. That is a wrap for us from the desert. For Dave and Hannah, I'm Michelle McMahon saying so long from Mesa, Arizona. On behalf of the PPA Tour, we hope you enjoyed the world's best pickleball in action. We'll see you next